Hello students, in previous class we have studied transportation system, circulation, heart, movement of the blood and blood. Today we shall study remaining topics like blood vessels, blood pressure, lymphatic system and transportation in plants. The first topic is blood vessel. Vessels in which blood remains or move are known as blood pressure vessels. There are three types of the blood vessels. Artery. Artery are thin walled, they are present deep inside the body. They carry oxygenated blood. With the exception of the pulmonary artery, except pulmonary artery which carry deoxygenated blood. Pressure of the blood in artery is more. Pressure of blood in artery is more as compared to the pressure of blood in the veins. So this is about arteries, thin walled, situated deep inside the body, carry oxygenated blood and pressure of blood in artery is more. Second vessel is veins or vein. Vein are thin walled. These are the vessel. Sorry, it was thick walled. Vein is thin walled. They are present superficial, means not very deep. They carry deoxygenated blood. Except pulmonary vein, which carry oxygenated blood. Now veins have valve. They have valve to prevent backflow of blood. So that blood cannot move in backward direction. Third type of blood vessel is capillary. Capillaries are very thin walled blood vessels, very thin walled blood vessels. They are very narrow and they connect arteries and vein. So this was about blood vessels, three types of the blood vessels: artery, vein and capillaries. Now next topic is blood pressure. Number 1, definition. The pressure with which blood is pumped out to different body parts from heart is known as blood pressure. It is of two types: systolic blood pressure and diastolic blood pressure. Systolic blood pressure. Pressure of blood inside artery when heart contract is known as systolic blood pressure, and its normal value is 120 mm of Hg, means 120 millimeter of mercury. Hg is symbol of mercury. And second type of blood pressure is diastolic. Diastolic blood pressure. It is the pressure of the blood inside artery. It is pressure of blood inside artery when heart relax. Its normal value is 80 mm of Hg, 80 millimeter of mercury. Then hypertension. High blood pressure is known as hypertension. High blood pressure is known as hypertension, and low blood pressure is known as hypotension. So hyper mean high, hypo mean low. It is high blood pressure, it is low blood pressure. High and low means above or below the range. If more than 120 mm of mercury, then it is hypertension, and if low than lower limit, then it is hypotension. It is low blood pressure. So thus we studied about the blood pressure, pressure of the blood by which blood is pumped to body parts from heart. It can be systolic or diastolic, and it can be hypertension or hypotension if above or below the normal value. Next topic, we have studied that transportation consists of the circulatory system and lymphatic system. We have completed circulatory system. Now we shall study lymphatic system. Lymphatic system. At first we shall study what is lymph. Other name of lymph are tissue fluid. It is also known as extracellular fluid. The meaning of all these is same: lymph, tissue fluid, extracellular fluid. When blood passes through capillaries, then some blood vessels, blood cells and protein came out through pores of blood capillaries. This is known as lymph. Lymph. Now, what is lymphatic system? A system of lymph capillaries, lymph vessel, and lymph gland. Is known as lymphatic system. So lymphatic system is a system of lymph capillaries, lymph vessel and lymph gland. After writing this, we can write about lymph and then what happened with the lymph. So lymph passes through lymph capillaries. Then into lymph vessels. And then finally into lymph glands. So we have studied lymphatic system consists of lymph capillaries, lymph vessel, lymph gland. Lymph is a liquid which comes from the blood capillaries, and this lymph passes into the lymph capillaries, then lymph vessel, and then into the lymph gland. Now, what is the importance? Importance of lymph or lymphatic system. Lymph or lymphatic system. It is importance of lymph or tissue fluid or extracellular fluid or lymphatic system. So one thing is that lymph fight with the disease. Lymph fight with disease. Number 2, it carries digested fat from intestine. Carries digested fat from intestine, and lymph or lymphatic system bring back the blood or the component of the blood, that is lymph, which came out from the capillaries back into the main system. It bring back lymph into main system. So these were the importance or function of the lymphatic system. Next topic. Transportation in plants. First point, what are the components of the transportation in plants? Highly organized plants have two components in transportation, xylem and phloem, and water is transported through the process of transpiration, while food is transferred through the process of translocation. We shall study them one by one. Components of transportation system. In plants, there are two components of transportation system. One is xylem and another is phloem. Xylem consists of xylem vessel, tracheids, xylem fiber and xylem parenchyma. So xylem consists of again another four components: xylem vessel, tracheids, xylem fiber and xylem parenchyma. It transport that is xylem transport water and mineral dissolved in water in upward direction. That is, water is transported in only upward direction from roots to tip of the plant. Another component is phloem. Phloem consists of sieve tube, companion cell, phloem fiber, and phloem parenchyma. Phloem transport prepared food from leaves, because food is prepared in leaves. Prepared food from leaves in all directions. Because food is required by all parts, whether they are below the leaves or above the leaves. So thus xylem and phloem are component of transportation. Second topic is transpiration. It is loss of water by aerial parts of the plant. Loss of water by aerial parts of plants. Then we shall study next topics. What is importance of transpiration? As I told, transpiration is loss of the water by aerial parts of the plants. Its importance is that it removes excess water from plants. Number 2, it causes movement or upward movement of cell sap. Cell sap is water and minerals, water plus mineral, water and mineral dissolved in water. It produce cooling effect, due to which temperature of plant is controlled. It produce cooling effect and hence maintain temperature of the plant, control temperature of the plant, maintain temperature. Now mechanism of the transpiration or mechanism of the transport of the water in plants. Mechanism of transport of water and minerals, because minerals are also transported with water. Water and minerals. Mechanism of transport of water and minerals in plants. We know that root hairs are in direct contact with the water. Root hairs of root of plant are in direct contact of water or film of water present in soil. Root hair absorb this water and it moves to root xylem by passing through cell to cell. Root xylem are in contact of stem xylem, which are in contact of leaves xylem. Thus, water moves from root xylem to stem xylem and from stem xylem to leaf xylem. And we know leaf xylem has stomata through which water is continuously lost. We know leaves continuously lose water by the process of transpiration through stomata. This transpiration also creates suction pull, due to which water moves. Remaining I am writing about it. Due to transpiration, suction is created. And due to which water moves in upward direction. We have to remember that water moves only in upward direction. Now next topic. Next topic is translocation. Translocation is movement of the prepared food. Food is prepared in leaves, thus it is movement of the prepared food from leaves to all parts of the plant. Therefore, translocation or movement of food occur in all directions. It is movement of food, prepared food from leaves to all parts of plant. We know food is prepared in leaves from where it is loaded into sieve tubes. Energy required for this loading is supplied or obtained by ATP, adenosine triphosphate. Water also enter to sieve tube due to which pressure increase in sieve tube. Due to this high pressure, food moves to the required part. So this was the process of translocation, and transportation has been completed. Thank you.